Welcome student in Krishna Mahavidyalaya Retre Budruk Junior Physics Department. I am Professor Deshmukh DK. Today we will study a electrostatic part 22 in our video series lecture of 12th Science Physics subject and chapter number 8 Electrostatic. In previous lecture we had studied a capacity or capacitance of parallel plate condenser filled with dielectric material or dielectric slab in between two parallel plates of capacitor or condenser. Then in this lecture we will study a energy stored in a capacitor or obtain an expression for energy stored in the charged condenser or capacitor. So in this derivation or in this expression we find the capacity of condenser, or in this expression we find the relation of capacity, then charge and potential, and in terms of energy of charged capacitor or condenser. That is, we obtain the equation for energy or electrostatic energy of charged condenser in terms of electric potential, electric charge, capacity or capacitance of the capacitor. So in this purpose we have explanation in following ways. A capacitor is a device used to store energy. In previous lectures or in previous week lectures, we find or we explain the concept of capacity. At that time, we know the capacitor is a device or condenser is a device which is used to store charge, and in presence of storage of charge we store the energy in the plates of condenser. So charging a capacitor means transferring electrons from one plate of the condenser or capacitor to the other. Hence, work will have to be done by the battery in order to remove the electrons against the opposing force. Whenever charges, that is positive charges means electrons and negative charges means protons or negative charge, is move from one plate to the other plate in the condenser or capacitor, at that time there is a develop a opposing force to the motion of positive charges as well as negative charges. Means in a capacitor there is a first plate, that is first plate is connected to the positive terminal of power supply or source of potential, and second plate of capacitor is connected to the negative terminal of power supply or battery or source of potential. Whenever battery is on or source of potential is on, at that time positive charges transfer from first plate to the second plate of condenser, and negative charges transfer from second plate to the first plate of condenser, and so on. These opposing forces arise since the electrons are being pushed to the negative plate, which repels them, and electrons are removed from the positive plate, which tends to attract them. In both the cases, the forces opposes the transfer from one plate to the another plate. That is, in this process, there is the develop an opposing induced forces in between first plate and second plate of the condenser due to the migration or motion of positive charges as well as negative charges. As the charges on the plate increases, opposing forces also increases, or opposition means opposition forces also increases. Whenever charges is increases to the plate, or supply of charges is increased to the plate, at that time there is increase in opposition of the forces in between first and second plate. So because whenever charges are increased due to increasing the quantity of potential or power supply, then at that time quantity of charges must be increases, so there must be increase in opposite forces in the plate. This work done is stored in the form of electrostatic energy in the electric field between the plates, which can be recovered by the discharging the capacitor. Whenever motion of charges can be increases, at that time opposition forces is increases or quantity of charges is increases, then motion of charges, that is positive charges as well as negative charges, must be increases. At that time there must be a migration or motion of charge is responsible to the work done in the condenser or capacitor. So work done is stored in the form of electrostatic energy in the condenser. Then discharging or charging action of capacitor or condenser is depends on electrostatic energy, and electrostatic energy is depends on work done, and work done is depends on the quantity of charges move from one plate to the other plate. So all these terms are dependent on each other. Let us we can consider following diagram. In this diagram, capacitor C is connected in the circuit with a source of potential or battery or power supply. Whenever battery or source of potential is connected in series to the condenser or capacitor, that is positive terminal of source of potential or power supply is connected to the first plate of capacitor, and negative terminal of the condenser is connected to the second plate of the capacitor or condenser, which is shown in figure 8.32. Consider a capacitor of capacitance C being charged by a DC source of potential V volts as shown in the following diagram, that is 8.32 figure. Then during the process of charging, let Q dash be the charge on the capacitor and V is the potential difference between the two plates of the condenser or capacitor. In the process of charging the condenser or capacitor, let Q dash is the charge stored in the two plates, that is first and second plate of capacitor C or condenser C. At that time, their corresponding potential is applied is V. Then this V potential is applied between first and second plate of the condenser. Means potential difference between two plates of condenser is nothing but V. Then we know that equation or relation between capacity, charge and potential is a general form. In previous week lecture, this concept is studied. So this or on this concept we can write capacity C equal to Q upon V, means capacity C equal to charge divided by potential. So this general equation is apply on above diagram and above explanation. Then we can write C, capacity C equal to Q dash upon V. Q dash is the charge storing in the condenser or capacitor during charging process. So from this explanation we can write C equal to Q dash upon V. Then a small amount of work done. If a small quantity of charge dq is further transferred between the plates, whenever above equation, that is C equal to Q dash upon V, after obtaining this equation we can further transfer a small quantity dq. dq is the small quantity which is transferred after above equation in the charging process of condenser. At that time there is a very small work done, and this very small work done is dw, and at that time migration of charge is very small, which is nothing but dq. Then we know the relation between work done, electric potential and charge. For small quantity of work done we can write therefore dw equal to V into dq. Therefore work done or small quantity of work done dw equal to V into dq. dq is the small quantity of transfer of charge between the plates. Then we know the relation between electric potential V, charge Q dash and C from above equation. is nothing but C equal to Q dash upon V. From this equation, we can simplify the V equal to Q dash upon C. This is simplified step which should not shown in the screen. And this value of V is Q dash upon C. This value of V is substitute in this equation of the work done. Then we can write therefore dW equal to Q dash upon C into dQ. This is a small quantity of work done in terms of charge and capacity. Then from this equation of work done, we can obtain or we can find out the total value of work done in transferring the total charges. Means this work done is nothing but the complete charging process of condenser or capacitor. At that time, after complete charging process of condenser or capacitor, total charges is stored in the condenser or capacitor is nothing but capital Q, and before starting the charging process, means whenever in above figure source of potential is up, at that time total charges present on the plates of condenser is 0, and after completion of charging process of the condenser or capacitor, means whenever source of potential is on and total charging process of capacitor or condenser is completely, means capacitor is fully charged, at that time total charges present on the plate of condenser or capacitor is capital Q, and before charging process total charges on the condenser is 0. Means we can find out work done whenever 0 charge is present on the condenser or capacitor, and after charging process there is a condenser or capacitor fully charged. At that time capital Q is the total charges after charging process. Then work done is finding in between limit 0 to capital Q charges. Means we can obtain a integration in above equation, that is dW equal to Q dash upon C into dQ, in the lower limit as 0 and upper limit as Q. So total work done in transferring the charge is integration dW. So integration dW is nothing but W. So we can write W equal to integration dW equal to integration limit as 0 to capital Q into Q dash upon C into dQ. But 1 upon C is the constant term. So this constant term taking outside to the integration, then we can write W equal to 1 upon C into integration lower limit 0 upper limit capital Q into Q dash into dq. So here we know the rule of integration is integration x raised to 1 or integration x into dx equal to x raised to 1 plus 1 divided by 1 plus 1 means x square upon 2. This formula of integration is used in this simplifying equation. Then we can write the following equation is in this way: w equal to 1 upon c into square bracket q dash in small bracket q dash bracket raised to 1 plus 1 divided by 1 plus 1 and square bracket complete lower limit 0 upper limit q. So this is simplified step. This step should not be shown in the screen. It is a considerable step. So then we can write w equal to 1 upon c into square bracket into small bracket numerator as q dash raised to 2 upon 2 square bracket complete lower limit 0 upper limit q. Then we can substitute lower as well as upper limit. Firstly, upper limit is substitute in a variable term, that is q dash, and then subtraction to the substitution of lower limit in a variable term q dash. So then we can write w equal to 1 upon c into bracket into square bracket and then small bracket capital Q square upon 2 minus 0 square upon 2. 0 square upon 2 means a 0. So it is a neglected. This term or this step should not be shown in the screen because it is a considerable and simplified step. Then we can write w equal to 1 upon c into capital Q square divided by 2. Then rearrange this equation. Then we can write w, that is total work done, w equal to 1/2 q square upon c. This work done is stored an electrical potential energy U of the capacitor or condenser. This equation is obtained, or in this equation we can obtain work done in storing as a electrical potential energy U of the condenser or capacitor. This work done can be expressed in different forms as follows, and this work done is nothing but electrostatic potential energy or electrical potential energy. So work done W is nothing but electrical potential energy or energy stored in the condenser is U equal to U equal to 1/2 Q square upon C. This is the electrical potential energy or potential energy or only energy in terms of charge and capacitor. This is the required equation of energy of the charged condenser in terms of charge and capacity is nothing but U equal to 1/2 Q square upon C. Then this equation of energy or electrical potential energy is converted in terms of capacity and potential and also charge and potential. In this purpose, we use the relation between charge, capacity and potential is nothing but Q equal to C into V. Q equal to C into V. Substitute this value in above required equation, that is U equal to 1/2 Q square upon C. Then we can write U equal to C square V square upon, then we can write energy or electrical potential energy U equal to 1/2 C square V square upon C. Then after simplification, this equation becomes U equal to 1/2 CV square. This is the electrical or electrostatic potential energy in terms of charge and potential. Then also we can obtain electrostatic energy of condenser in terms of charge and potential is nothing but U equal to 1/2 Q into V. 1/2 Q into V. This is the also electrostatic or electrical potential energy in terms of charge and potential. Means we can find out energy or we can obtain the relation for energy, means electrostatic potential energy of the charged condenser or capacitor in three different forms. First form is U equal to 1/2 Q square upon C. Then second form, this form is in the form of, or this in this equation, that is U equal to 1/2 Q square upon C, this electrostatic potential energy in the form of charge and capacity. Then second electrostatic energy or second form of electrostatic energy is nothing but U equal to 1/2 C into V square. This is electrostatic energy in the form of capacity and potential. And then last form of electrostatic energy of charged condenser or capacitor is capital U equal to 1/2 Q into V. This third form is in terms of charge and potential. These three form of electrostatic potential energy or electrical potential energy in the charging process of condenser or capacitor is most important in HSC board theory exam for 3 mark questions, and also it is used for HSC board exam to solve 2 mark or 1 mark numericals in the HSC board exam. Also, it is useful to JEE as well as NEET exam for 4 mark numerical questions as well as 4 mark theory formula based questions and 1 mark MHT-CET exam questions. So in this way, today I have completed or I have obtained the equation for energy or electrostatic energy of the charged condenser or capacitor. And in this chapter, theory part is completed here, and remaining theory part, that is Van de Graaff generator, is reduced in the academic year of the syllabus or the syllabus of academic year 2020 and 21. So Van de Graaff generator is reduced for HSC board exam only. So in this way, all theory parts of HSC board exam is completed here. Okay, student, today stop here. Thank you, student.